Hello, BookTube. Hello again. It is I, me. So, what I noticed was that there were a ton, maybe not a ton, but a good amount of readathons going on next month, this month and next month. And readathons are fun, and but as I was going through them, I couldn't find one that really jumped out at me. Catalyst Reads is doing a rereadathon, which is pretty cool. But it seems like a lot of the books that I would read in that, because it's like books from like high school or college or something like that. And a lot of the books I would read for that, I read last year. So I don't know if I want to reread those again. So I was trying to think of something that I could do that isn't very taxing, and there's not like a drastic time limit that drives people crazy. Because I know, like, the Agathon, that was like a weekend, and that was pretty intense. And there's been like 48-hour readathons or 24-hour readathons and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something a little more laxed that was more like a game than a readathon. So, as you've already seen by the title, this preface is pointless. So what we're going to do is Bukowski Bingo. And one of the reasons is because I kind of want all of you to read the 6 Bukowski novels, so I could have someone to talk to about them. But it's just been on my mind a lot, so I figured, what the hell? So this is how this is going to work. There's 6 books that you got to read sometime in February. And you don't have to read all of them. If you want to read one of them, you read one of them. If you want to read 3, read 3. But basically, this is how it breaks down. You could either read the 6 Bukowski novels, which will not take you very long. So, Ham on Rye, Factotum, Post Office, Women, Hollywood, and Pulp. So, if you don't want to do that, then you just have to be able to fill your card, your bingo card. So, like Ham on Rye. Now, Ham on Rye is a coming of age story, basically for Bukowski, but it's the Henry Chininsky character that is basically Charles Bukowski. But the whole title, Ham on Rye, was a play on Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. So, you could either read one of those 2 books, but for the first challenge, you just have to read a coming-of-age story, which shouldn't be hard, or a book with a sandwich in the title. Okay? That might be a little trickier, but that's like the, for people who have read a bunch of coming-of-age stories and don't want to just go there. They want something a little different. Or maybe a sandwich on the cover. We'll even do that. The next one is, and I'm putting them in this order. This isn't the release order, but this is the order chronologically for Chininsky, the first 5 anyway. So Factotum. Now, this book is a book about all the jobs he had. So, like all the shit jobs he had. So what you need to do is find a book that has a career in the title. some sort of uh, like taxi driver or um, cop hater. I'm just like looking up at my books here. Yeah, you get the idea. Um, the Spy Who Loved Me, or whatever. I don't know. I think that's just a movie. I'm not sure. I'm kind of losing my brain right now. Trouble is My Business. That would work because it's business. So something like that. The third book, Post Office. This, okay, has to have some sort of postage related word in the title or something on the cover, whether it is an email, a text message, for all of you younger folks, a letter, a package, a stamp, uh, a mailbox, a note, anything like that. That's the post office requisite. The fourth, women, is any book. Now, I could go really easy here and just say a book with a woman on the cover, but I'm going to try to make it a little more tricky. So, and this isn't hard because I could think of like 70 books right off the top of my head like this, but a book with the word woman, women, or girl in the title. And there's been a million of those that have come out the last couple years, so you're fine. And then Hollywood. Hollywood, any book about about Hollywood, about filmmaking or anything like that, movies, nonfiction, fiction, whatever, or a book that takes place in Los Angeles. Um, Specifically Hollywood, but LA would be fine. And then finally, Pulp, which was his last novel. You just have to read a pulp story or book. So anything by Burroughs, Lovecraft, Dashiell Hammett, Raymond Chandler, Isaac Asimov, anything that was released as a novel, story, or whatever in a pulp. Or just find an old pulp or an old pulp hero like The Spider, Doc Savage, The Shadow, anything like that. So that should be really fun. And it should be fun because I say so. So, that's that. So I will be posting my Bukowski Bingo TBR here pretty soon. And if this works well, I might do something like this every month because this is kind of fun. And I like games. I'm a nerd. So, that should be good. I'm pretty excited. I guess I'll leave down below what the things have to be. I'm really shit with writing descriptions, but maybe I'll just go ahead and do that. So, oh, and definitely when you have your TBR, please list it down below to give people ideas of stuff they could read. I'll show you this real quick. Hey, look, I'm way over here. Now I'm way over here. Now I'm coming back. For Post Office, I'm going to read Death of a Postman by John Creasy. I think that's how you say that. A Roger West mystery. It says postman, and there's a box with a cleaver in it. So that looks pretty fun. It looks kind of Christmassy as well. I could have done The Postman Always Rings Twice, which is a very good book. I really like that book a lot. But I read that last year, so I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. So, either read all the Bukowski books or follow the rules down below. So, thanks everybody. I hope you have fun.